Hello gamers and welcome back to another video. So today we're gonna do a little ranking list on the sniper rifles in Phantom Forces, from worst to best. I know some of you might be able to use a sniper rifle better than another, even if it's lower in the list, but that doesn't really change the fact that it is better. But let's get right into the list with the worst sniper rifle in the entire game by a wide margin. The BFG-50. The BFG-50 is a literal joke, and you shouldn't buy it if you are low rank. It has a 3.6 second reload for one bullet, and you pretty much need to hit that one bullet to survive because of its insanely long reload. Sure, it has pretty insane damage, but that doesn't change the fact that it has a fire rate of 16 RPM, and it's slow as shit. It's the worst out of all the 50 cals and worst out of all the snipers in the game. It has one pretty redeeming quality, I guess. 10 studs penetration, which is insane, but you still only have one bullet, so, you know, it's the worst sniper rifle. Nice. God, I'm a voice crack machine. So that's the worst sniper rifle in the game. The second worst sniper rifle in the game is pretty controversial. It's the Intervention. I was pretty hesitant to put the Intervention at the second spot since I've always thought it was better than the 𝙬𝙤𝙬𝙧. But if you look further into it, the 𝙬𝙬𝙧 only has slightly slower fire rate, slightly slower everything basically, but it has a universal one-hit kill torso range, which the Intervention doesn't have, making the Intervention tonight's biggest loser. The Intervention can one-hit kill torso up to 100 studs, which is pretty far, but it has a very slow handling and slow fire rate, which makes it pretty annoying to use in general. And why would you use this gun over the TRG-42, which is faster than the Intervention and has better one-hit kill torso range? Yeah, it's pretty stupid. A gun that shoots 338 𝙧𝙚 has a further one-hit kill torso range than a gun that shoots 408 𝙧𝙚. Styled logic. But yeah, the Intervention kinda sucks and stuff, but at the next spot we have a gun that is only slightly better than the Intervention, the 𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬. The 𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬 can be summarized as an Intervention with a universal one-hit kill torso range and hella penetration. It shoots 50 BMG and is the third worst sniper rifle in the game. It's one of the highest ranked sniper rifles in the game too. It has 97 to 93 damage and 28 RPM. But in reality it can only fire at like 20 RPM, and it has 10 studs penetration like all the other 50 BMG snipers, and it shits on anyone that dares to peek. That is if there's only one person peeking. Since the 𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬 is slow as hell, you might see a little pattern here. High damage plus slow fire rate equal to bad. Yes, which is pretty true, since all you want in a sniper rifle is basically speed. But that's the third worst sniper rifle in the game. Let's get to the fourth spot. The fourth spot isn't necessarily bad, it's actually quite good. Like, it's not amazing either. It's probably one of the most mediocre sniper rifle in the game with no redeeming qualities basically. The Remington 700. The Remington 700 is more on the faster side. It has fast handling but pretty slow bolting. It has a fire rate of 40 RPM but can only fire at like 32 RPM, which is kinda slow. It has a pretty cool torso kill range of like 60 studs, which is pretty good. It has a damage range of, it has a damage of 75 to 70 studs, and it aims really fast. All in all, this sniper is pretty much good at most of the stuff, but not best at anything. A jack of all trades, basically. It shoots pretty fast, it aims pretty fast, it has pretty good damage, and it's pretty just average at everything, which doesn't make it bad, but as I said, it doesn't make it amazing either. But that's just the fourth spot. At the fifth spot, we have a suppressed sniper rifle, known as the AWS. The only reason why this sniper rifle is better than the Remington 700 is because it has slightly faster fire rate and 10 bullets in a magazine, which is a lot. But it has a pretty big downside too, which is its drop. Its drop isn't terribly bad, but it doesn't compare to any of the other sniper rifles and stuff. It has a fire rate of 45 RPM and can fire at like 39 RPM, I guess. It has good handling in general, fast aiming speed, fast bolting speed, fast everything, like the Remington 700, but slightly fast. It's like the Remington 700, but slightly faster. And it can use iron sights, which is extremely quirky, unlike any of the other sniper rifles we've named earlier. Petition to add iron sights to all sniper rifles. But yeah, the AWS is pretty fast and has a lot of bullets. but bad bullet drop, which makes it extremely useful if you know how to compensate for the bullet drop, which isn't that hard if I'm gonna be honest, like, it isn't that bad. At the 6th spot, we have the 𝙎𝙯𝙘 sniper rifle, known as the 𝙬𝙯𝙘𝙬 The 𝙬𝙯𝙘𝙬 is a Finnish sniper rifle that fires 308 Lapua. There's pretty much only one reason to why There's pretty much only one reason to why the TRG is at this spot: the torso kill range. It has a 105 stud torso kill range, which is insane. It's even further than the intervention, and it's faster than the intervention in every way. It doesn't have a lot of bullets in a magazine, but it has pretty good bullet drop, hella good damage, and pretty good penetration. It's not extremely fast, but it's not extremely slow either. It has a fire rate of 40 RPM, which is the same as the Remington 700, but it has way slower handling than the Remington 700. But it has a way further torso range than the Remington 700, which pretty much seals the deal in a way. The TRG is a very 𝙎𝙯𝙘, strong, good sniper rifle. At the 7th spot, we have the cool sniper rifle it's the cool sniper rifle that everyone loves for some reason. And it's the AWM. The AWM is basically a TRG. It's basically a fast TRG. It only has 20 studs shorter torso range than a TRG. It's way faster than the TRG in literally every way. Handling, fire rate, scoping time, reload time too, I think. It's basically just better in every way. Sure, it doesn't have more bullets in a magazine than the TRG-42, which doesn't really matter. It has the same amount of bullets, by the way. It also has worse bullet drop than the TRG, which doesn't really matter either, because, you know, the TRG has 2,850 studs bullet drop, well, muzzle velocity, and the AWM has 2,750 studs per second muzzle velocity. To summarize this gun, you can basically call it a fast TRG-42, because that's basically what it is. The AWM is a fast TRG-42, and it has pretty cool iron sights too, if I'm gonna be honest. At the 8th spot, we have the 50 BMG caliber sniper rifle known as the M107. At this point, we're getting closer to the best sniper rifles in the game, and the M107 is one of them. The M107 has garbage handling, slow scope time, slow walk speed, slow reload, but it has a few pretty redeeming qualities that makes it amazing. First of all, it has 10 bullets in a magazine, which is incredible. 10 bullets is just a lot. Second of all, it has 80 RPM, which is incredibly high. Third of all, it's a semi-automatic sniper, which is even better, because if you need to bolt, you know, it doesn't stay true to its RPM if you bolt, okay? And if it's semi-automatic, it still is true to its RPM. And the fourth thing, it can one-kill torso of all ranges, which just seals the deal for this sniper rifle being just incredibly busted. But it's pretty hard to use, so you shouldn't even scope in completely for this gun to be useful. But yeah, a sniper being semi-automatic is just amazing, and it has 80 RPM, which makes it even better. But to the fourth best sniper in the game, we have the 19th century infantry weapon known as the Mosin Nagant. This sniper is just fast. Yeah, that's its redeeming quality. It's fast. It has 55 RPM, it has fast handling, fast aiming speed, fast walk speed, fast everything, and it has some pretty quirky iron sights too, which I'd rather use over the PU1 scope. It only has 5 bullets in a magazine, but it has one of the fastest reload times for snipers in the game. It does have pretty bad bullet drop, but it's only slightly different from, let's say, the AWM. It's very easy to compensate too, and it's pretty fun to use in my opinion. And it also has the furthest damage range out of all the snipers, which means it does like 90 damage to the torso, up to like 200 studs, which is cool, I guess. But yeah, that's the Mosin. It's fast and cool, yes. At the third best sniper, we have the definition of fast, the 𝙧𝙚𝙘. It's fast, it's just a Mosin, but fast, and does bad damage to the limbs and torso. At the second spot, we have one of the best sniper rifles in the game. Like, it's so much better than the 𝙧𝙚𝙘𝙘. It's a semi-automatic Russian sniper rifle known as the Dragunov SVDS. It has worse handling than the Scout, but it can consistently fire at 60 RPM without bolting. It has a 50 stud torso kill range, and it has 10 bullets in a magazine with one of the fastest reloads in the game, which is pretty broken. And as I said, it has a 50 stud torso kill range, which is pretty much busted. And if you want to fire at 60 RPM easier than before, you should use muzzle brake and double laser. It helps with recoil recovery and just makes the gun better. It has a pretty cool scope known as the PSO-1M2, but I'd rather use the iron sights over that scope because the iron sights are extremely quirky. But that's only the second best sniper rifle in the game. At the first spot, we have the best sniper rifle known as the 𝙎𝙤𝙖𝙧, also known as the 𝙎2000, also known as the 𝙎2000. Now Wazoo, I mean. This sniper rifle can fire 50% faster than the second fastest firing sniper rifle, the SVDS. The 𝙎𝙤𝙧 has 90 RPM, no torso kill range, and pretty good muzzle velocity. It's a semi-automatic sniper too, and barely has any recoil. This gun is basically just a DMR that can one-hit kill headshots all ranges with 90 RPM. Yeah, this gun's motto is speed, at least for RPM. Since its handling in general isn't the best, but 90 RPM just makes up for that pretty easily. But yeah, that's the video. I know I just speeded through the video, so if you enjoyed the video, press the like button. If you hated the video, press the like button. If you really enjoyed the video, press the like button. And subscribe button. Buy my merch even if I don't have any, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.